Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. Another quiet morning out here at the beach. $74 extremely high humidity. Expecting the highs today to be around 91, but with that humidity, it's gonna feel like it's 100. Crazy. I know it's getting warm up in the Northeast there. My sister up in Rhode Island said it was gonna be near 100 today up there. Holy smokes. I guess we came back just in time. I'm down at the south end of the park, just about on the borderline between Vanderbilt Beach, the north end of Vanderbilt Beach, and the beginning of Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park. The sun's starting to come up a little bit later now. Around 6:45 is sunrise. So it's still a little bit on the dark side out here. As I was walking down the beach this morning, I saw quite a few fish jumping offshore again this morning and right along the shore. Well, yesterday was a great morning. Great morning. We had a great dolphin sighting yesterday. We followed a dolphin down the beach for a little while. Got quite a few good looks at a dolphin breaching the surface. We had another new sea turtle nest. That was good news. There were no new nests the entire time I was gone on vacation. And yesterday morning we had nest number 52. So that's good news. Just watching the pelicans go by here. Their morning ritual. I don't know if they had any more nests on Vanderbilt Beach last night. I didn't see the beach patrol, their little turtle patrol vehicle, stopping up here at this end of the beach this morning. Maybe they had some down to the south. Hopefully we'll see Dexter and he'll give us an update this morning. Got some of those rays out there. It's so neat. This is out to the west, the opposite direction where the sun's coming up. You can see the moon up there, little white dot. I want to thank all of you that are watching that have chose to become a supporter of Southwest Florida Television, which is basically me. Thank you for supporting me and believing in what I'm doing out here. Help spread the word about Southwest Florida Television. If you're not a supporter here on Facebook, please think about becoming one. It's because of the supporters that I'm able to come out here and do these morning walks. And that number is going to need to grow here for me to continue doing these. But I do appreciate those of you that have signed up already. Love watching those pelicans fly by. Those were white ibises that just went by. And they just landed a little further south down the beach here. Just past me down here. 3 little white ibis. I don't know if you can see them walking out to the water there. Oh, here comes a little snowy egret. Lots of little birds flying by this morning. We'll check in with our friend Roy a little later this morning. I saw him as I was coming into the park this morning. I gave him his bottle of maple syrup. He was very appreciative of that. He loves his pure maple syrup on his blueberry pancakes on Sunday morning there at First Watch. Anybody that wants to join our friend on Roy on Saturday afternoons around 2 o'clock at First Watch for breakfast, the late breakfast. He's always looking for company. That's the First Watch up in the, what the heck's the name of the shops? The Granada shops? Up where Trader Joe's is at Immokalee Road and 41, that same shopping center, that same plaza where Trader Joe's is, the First Watch. Roy always appreciates company when he's there. So feel free to join him on Sundays at 2. Sometimes he goes a little earlier. But it's usually right around 2. And we'll probably talk about that tomorrow during our beach walk. Don't forget about those Roy Hazy coffee mugs. The coffee mugs with Roy's mug on them. Each mug has, usually, the only one that doesn't have 2 pictures of Roy is the music one. There's 4 different designs. They come in 2 different sizes. Personally, I like the larger mug. It's just got a little bigger handle. Seems like it's easier to hold. But you can find a link to order those in the description of this post here. They're really, really nice mugs. High quality ceramic coffee mugs. They do a great job on the printing. They're print on demand. They make them on demand. So when you order one, it takes about 3 days before it gets shipped. Some people have asked me if they can stop by and pick up a coffee mug, and unfortunately, no. That's not how these work. Roy and I just don't have the money to get a large quantity of them produced that we could sell them. Boy, it is really quiet out here this morning. Hoping to see another dolphin come by. I've got a little video to share later today. I just got to remember to share it. I forgot to share it yesterday. Of one of our friends with her coffee mug. Cute little video she sent us. Sitting out on her porch. Looked like hummingbirds, watching the birds and enjoying her morning coffee in her Roy Hazy coffee mug. Yeah, people have been asking me about red tide. How's the red tide? And there's the green algae, the blue-green algae. Well, we don't have red tide here in North Naples. As far as the blue-green algae, that's up to the north of us. That's more up around the Caloosahatchee River, Cape Coral, Sanibel, North Fort Myers Beach up there, North Fort Myers Beach. We don't have any of those problems here in Naples, knock on wood. Let's hope we don't have to deal with that this summer. But something I want to remind everybody, when you see something on Facebook, like a post, something that's alarming, say you see a post about red tide, and especially stuff that gets shared by people, check the date of the original posting. Check the date on anything that you read on Facebook. Check the date of the original posting, not when it was shared. That's how a lot of things get all misconstrued on Facebook, is people see something and they get alarmed, they think it's happening now. And when you actually look at the date of the original story, it might be 2 or 3 years old. So remember that when you're sharing things, or you're reading shared things. It's more important when you're reading shared things. Most people don't take the time to read the fine print. They just look at the headlines and panic and share it, and that's what gets things blown out of proportion. And I've seen that already happening with the red tide. People are seeing things saying red tide in Naples and Fort Myers, but it was from last year. So just be aware of that. Well, no crawls on the beach yet. No dolphins. No new sea turtle crawls yet. Another white ibis just flew by there. Coming up to the north end of Area 1 here. Area 1 Beach at Del Norwiggins Pass State Park in North Naples. If you're new to these beach walks here, if you're just watching for the very first time. Anyone that's new, please don't be bashful. Introduce yourself to the group here. Let everyone know where you're watching from. Feel free to join into one of the conversations that might happen to be going on, or start your own. I don't care what you talk about. Just a couple simple rules. Just don't talk about politics. Don't be posting ads. And keep it clean. I don't think I should have to say that. Keep it clean. Use your common sense. Well, that's it. Other than that, talk about whatever you want. That's the whole idea of these morning beach walks, is to bring everyone together on Facebook here, give you something to watch, an alternative to the news in the morning, and hopefully you'll make some new friends here. There's a lot of wonderful people here. Everybody here is wonderful. No bad eggs during these beach walks. All great people. I want to find nest number 10. I want to see where sea turtle nest number 10 is, because that's going to be the next one on the list here. Found 11 down in Area 1. Well, this is number 9. Number 9, that hatched the other day. Number 9. It looks like there might have been a late crawler here. Here's some little tracks. One set of little tracks here on the beach. You're going to have to look really close That's a little set of baby sea turtle crawl tracks right there. They look just like the adult ones, just little tiny ones though. There's where she came out of the nest and crawled to the beach. Kind of hard to see there, but if you look close, you can figure it out. And there's the hole that they came out of, right up there. That was a couple nights ago. Nest number 9. But if you look really, really, really close here, you can see the little tracks right there. The other day, the beach was covered with little tracks. And this still just cracks me up. I don't know if you have Circle K convenience stores in your neck of the woods. They're like 7-Elevens, Cumberland Farms. But that looks just like the Circle K logo that somebody made on the beach. Must be their initials or something, or hopefully it's not a gang sign. That looks just like the Circle K logo. There's my plug for Circle K. Hopefully they'll be sending the check soon. There's one little white ibis doing his little white ibis thing, doing its little white ibis thing. Looking for a meal. Looking for some of those sand fleas. This is the dangerous end of the white ibis. Sometimes they can leave a little surprise on the beach for me. He's just keeping ahead of me there. He or she. There's another one. Two ibises. You know me, I love watching the birds here in the morning. Making their way up to the north. The sand fleas that they eat, they're really funny looking little critters. A lot of times I'll find one here on the beach and I can show it to you. I don't see any this morning though. Most of them are half eaten by the ibises. But they're actually quite large. They don't bother people. They bury themselves in the sand. Fishermen use them for bait. Wish I could find one here to show it to you. I've shown them quite a few times. They're not like fleas on a dog that bite you. A whole different critter. They just call them sand fleas. I don't know why. Come on, find me a big sand flea. Okay, be that way. What nests do we have up here? These are higher in number here. This is nest 24. Nest 40. Down here to my right. Nest 52. This was our newest nest as of yesterday. The most recent nest. That was kind of interesting. If you look closely here, you can still see some of the tracks on the beach right here in front of me. You can still see some of the crawl tracks. These are ones coming out of the water up to where she made her nest. But this nest is right next to an existing nest. I mean, right on top of it. It couldn't be any closer. Nest 43 in the front here, nest 52 in the back. I'm just wondering if it was the same turtle, because they do come back. They can come back 3 times, at least 3 times during the nesting season and lay their eggs. Wouldn't that be neat if she came that close to another clutch of eggs of her own? Another one of her own clutches of eggs? That'd be cool. So at nest 52, that's the most recent as of yesterday. I don't know if there's any more up the beach. 52 in the back, number 43 in front of it. They're in a good place. They're up high on the beach. Hopefully they'll be safe from any extreme high tides we have here during our rainy season and hurricane season. I don't want to say that too loud. We don't need any hurricanes. It's looking south. So we're coming up to the north end of Area 2 beach. Area 2. Still trying to find nest number 10. That's nest number 30 over there. Nest number 28 back there. Nest number 25, it looks like here. Nest number 47. Quite a little group of nests there. That was a popular nesting spot. This is nest number 23. with the little prayer tree behind it. See all the shells? Whoop. Noisy seagull. See all the shells there on the little prayer tree. Yeah, while I'm standing here, grab a shell on the ground here. Let's go ahead and hang a shell for our friends here watching. We'll hang this little shell right here on this, let's see, on this branch here closer to me. Right there. We'll hang that shell. That's for all our friends watching that can't come to the beach and hang a shell. Give you a minute here if you want to say a little prayer. I'll give you a minute of silence here if you want to say a prayer for a loved one or a friend that needs some prayers. Take a minute here and say a prayer. Amen. Let me take a quick photo of that. I'm back. Sorry about that. I said a little prayer for one of my nephews who's been in the hospital in and out of the hospital now for years. 8 years. They still don't know what's wrong with him. Horrible. Well, there's the boardwalk up at the north end of Area 2. That's actually where I came in this morning and started my walk, or started walking. Boy, it is so calm out here. The tide's slowly going out. Perfect conditions for a dolphin, to see a dolphin. Just ideal. I haven't seen any yet. I don't think any snuck by me yet. No osprey. A lot of times there's an osprey sitting up there. Right up in here somewhere there'll be an osprey. I don't see one this morning. Very, very quiet out here this morning. We're there. What nest is that? That is nest number 18 over there. Oop, there's an osprey. I say that, and there's an osprey. He's coming. He was just out in the water. He's up ahead of me. He's flying away from me. He just caught a fish. See if I can see where he goes. He went way up the beach there, carrying a fish. Darn it. Maybe we'll catch him in one of the trees up here. Maybe we'll see him up here. Keep my fingers crossed. One of our park rangers making his rounds here. Checking on all the sea turtle nests. Fortunately, he doesn't have a lot of trash to pick up. Being the summertime, it's quiet out here. So not much of a mess out here on the beach to clean up. It's sad that our park rangers have to pick up trash. Boy, it's been a quiet morning. It's been a quiet night. Still no signs of any sea turtle tracks here. No crawl tracks. Well, here's somebody left their name in the sand. Cabreras. Boy, it'd be nice to maybe find some shells or something this morning, but not seeing much of anything shell-wise. Been looking for one of those darn sand fleas. Don't see any of those. People still coming out to the beach, though, and leaving big holes. Darn it. Please, please, please fill in the holes that you dig before you go home. Help spread that message. We don't want our little hatchlings getting stuck in these holes, or we still got the nesting sea turtles coming ashore. We don't need any more obstacles for them. Those sea turtles have enough problems without us creating any more for them. There's some railroad vine. I was looking to see if there were any of those little purple flowers on it, and this one's not blooming yet. That's kind of neat, isn't it? The way it just reaches out, just grows out onto the beach. That is really neat looking. Pretty soon that'll be loaded with those little purple flowers that we see along the beach. There's some more of it starting to grow out from the dunes. A couple little flowers on that one. A couple little purple flowers if you look really close. You can see them down there. Roy loves those things. He loves those little flowers. It's so calm out here. I hear an osprey. I can't tell what direction it's coming from. Here comes one flying by. Here comes one with the fish. You're gonna have to look really close. It's got a piece of a fish in its talons. Where's it gonna land? There, it landed right up here. See if we get a look at it before it takes off. Can you see it up there? It's got a piece of a fish it's eating up there. We're looking at it from the back. I'll try to come around and get a better look at it, but I wanted to give you a look at it just in case it flew away here. Back around to the other side here. There's a look at it from the front. One of our beautiful ospreys. See if I can get it from the side. The front side over here. Maybe get a little more light on it. Yeah, there's a good bit, much better look. Hey, if you enjoy these beach walks, tell your friends about them. If you do ever take the time to read the descriptions here, you're going to find some links in the description. Of course, you'll find a link to where you can purchase one of those beautiful Roy Hawsey coffee mugs. If you haven't done so already, go check them out. You'll find a link to our friend Astrid Lawrence, to her website, Astrid Lawrence's website. Great friend. Realtor here in town. If you need any property, any real estate needs, get in touch with Astrid. Anything in Southwest Florida. Astrid Lawrence, a good friend. You'll also find a link to the Inn of Naples, a great hotel if you're coming to Naples for a visit. Nice 99-room hotel. Nice amenities. Fair pricing. Great staff. Great location, centrally located in Naples, right on our main road, US 41. You'll also find a link to Nonstop Naples Facebook page if you want to learn a little bit more about Naples. They post some of the fun things to do around town to see and do. Nonstop Naples. Give their Facebook page a like and a follow. And you'll also find a link to my PayPal account. That's there just in case you like what you see and you're feeling generous. If you want to send a little tip, a little thank you, you can use my PayPal account. That has nothing to do with being a subscriber. That's just a little extra, a little gratuity if you like what you see. Things slow down here in Naples in the summertime, so every little bit helps, and I do appreciate it. Thanks to those of you that have sent something. Thanks to those of you who have become supporters. And I hope more of you do become supporters of Southwest Florida Television. It's because of the supporters that I'm able to come out here and do these beach walks in the morning. So thank you very, very much. That Osprey says thank you too. Well, let's move on up the beach. See what else we come across. Still hoping to see a dolphin. But it has been a rather quiet morning, especially compared to yesterday morning. We saw a lot of fun things yesterday. Saw that great blue heron, several hatched nests. We saw a successful crawl yesterday. Got a great look at a dolphin yesterday. Every morning is different. Just never know what we're going to see, who we're going to see, where or when we're going to see it. That's the fun of being live. You never know when you're going to get a nice surprise out here. We have had some wonderful surprises, that's for sure. We have seen some beautiful things out here in the morning. Beautiful marine life. We've met some wonderful people out here. And we've seen our share of sad things out here as well. We've seen our share of destruction out here. With that red tide, dead marine life out here. Some of the sights were pretty tough. Probably the hardest thing to look at that we ever saw here was a dead dolphin on the beach. Well, looks like sea turtle nest number 10 hatched. Yeah. Well, maybe not. Maybe, well, yeah, it hatched. Number 10 hatched. Looks like a raccoon was overpaying its respects, but number 10 hatched. There's all the little crawl tracks down there. Number 10 hatched last night. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Nest number 10. Let me take a quick photo of that. There's where the little sea turtles emerged sometime last night. So 10 nests have hatched so far. Almost in order, not quite. 7 took a little while. 8 and 9 hatched before 7. There's number 10, so number 11 is going to be next. Cool beans. 11's way down, almost at the end of the park in Area 1. That's number 21 here. Well, that was neat. Nice little surprise. For those of you keeping track, nest number 10 has hatched. Just a little slight breeze blowing here. Feels good. Just the air is so heavy with the humidity. So muggy. Come on, dolphins. I'd love to see a dolphin come by. I always think of the dolphins as being a good luck charm when we see them in the morning. It means we're going to have a really good day. Although it's hard to have a bad day when you can start your mornings with a beach walk. The sun's just starting to hit the beach air, just starting to come up over the trees, light up the beach. Seeing a couple little patches of sunlight there. Just gorgeous. Hey, if you're just tuning in here for the first time, please introduce yourself to the group. Let everyone know where you're watching from. Feel free to start up a conversation. That's what these walks are all about. It's about bringing people together on Facebook. Lots of wonderful people watching here. Lots of good friends watching with us in the mornings. We invite you to become a part of our beach family here. As you can see by the comments being made, these beach walks have become a background for people to gather around their mobile devices, computers, and carry on conversations, which is wonderful. I'm thrilled to be able to provide this platform for you guys to do that. Don't forget about our little beach party, January 19th, next year, 2020. January 19th, 2020. Looking forward to meeting a lot of you. You'll see I've created an event page for it, so if you're interested, let us know you're interested. If you're definitely planning on coming, let us know. Earlier I was talking about those sand fleas. Here's a piece of one of them. This one's been kind of chewed up by the birds. It's missing its head. Well, that's how big they are. They're pretty darn big. I just want people to see that. Because when I say sand fleas, people think of little fleas on dogs. These things bury themselves in the sand right along the edge of the water. And the birds, especially the ibises, pull them out and eat them. They use those big long orange beaks they have, those white ibises, and pull these out and eat them. Fishermen also use them for bait. The sand fleas. They don't really bother people because they're buried down in the sand and they're pretty much in the water. Rarely will you ever see a live one. You'll just see the dead ones along the beach that the birds have pecked at. We'll be checking in with Roy in a little while here. There's one of the white ibises now that I was just talking about. The birds that eat those little sand fleas. They use those great big long beaks to dig down into the sand and pull them out. The white ibis. Beautiful with the light shining on its back, coming from the back side there. Just putting like a highlight around it. The white ibis. Common birds here in Southwest Florida. You see them all over, not just at the beach. See them around lakes and ponds and walking around neighborhoods, big flocks of them. Great for insect control in your yards. They're eating the grubs and other bugs out of your yard. Boy, a beautiful flat morning like this, so calm there. Just really hoping a dolphin would come by. That would give us a really great look at a dolphin if they were to come by, that flat water. I want to jump up here on the beach real quick and see what number nest this was up here. Before I left, there was a little confusion. Before I went on vacation, they were reusing cages and stakes from older nests. The numbers got a little mixed up. Okay, this is nest. This says nest 51 up here, nest 51. Okay. I hear an osprey. I hear one in, sounds like it's in one of these pine trees. Where Roy hangs out here. I don't see its silhouette, but I definitely hear it. I definitely hear it up here. I don't know where it is at. We'll go up there and see Roy in a little bit. He's sitting under the trees there. I don't see it. Huh. I want to go up the beach just a little further. I hear that osprey, but I do not see it. Might be back in the woods, but they're usually up in the pine trees. See how that water feels this morning. No. The sign at the ranger station said the water temperature is 86. Feels like it might be a little warmer than that. There goes some pelicans. Our friends Rich and Maria over there. Haven't seen them for a while. Just snapping off a couple photos there, sorry. Wish you could be here walking the beach with me. Wading along the shore here. You can see the water is nice and clear. All kinds of little tiny bait fish, little pinfish swimming all around me. All around me. Love those reflections. Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, thank you. How are you guys doing?
Good. How's your trip?
Oh, it was good, good. It was almost as hot up there though as it was down here, unfortunately.
Okay. Same humidity?
No humidity though, that's the one thing that, but they're up to like almost 100 today up in where my sister lives in Rhode Island. Crazy. Yeah. They're blaming me. They're saying it's my fault I brought it with me.
Yeah. Hey, you missed some shelling down
Yeah, I saw that. Our
storm came and it wasn't close to the shore, but it was a little further out up on, the sand dunes over here.
I saw some pictures of some nice big shells, some big whelks. Ursula, I saw, found a big whelk. And what'd you find?
I found a little bit here and there.
I know.
I got some moon shells.
I know there were some moon shells. I know there were moon shells. I saw pictures of moon shells.
Yeah, I got a couple. Next time we come, I'll bring them.
I was jealous. I'm like, it figures. Oh, that's all right.
I'm not a moon shell guy.
You're not a moon shell guy?
No, I like the Murex. And,
the Murexes?
the lightning whelks. She found a nice
A horse gun? Alive? Oh, yeah. Was it up here in Area 4? Up there? There's one that hangs out here somewhere. I've seen it several times, a live one. It's just up in Area 4, but yeah. Oh, well, it's good to see a live conch, though,
Yeah.
I have not seen a live, the little Florida fighting conch since the red tide.
You found one.
You found a live one?
Wild.
Yeah. So did Roy behave while I was gone?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? He changed his walking habits.
Yeah, everyone mentioned it to him also.
Yeah.
You can go there because of the tree stops. You're not going to see it at night. Once you walk that way, it's clear.
I'm surprised he finally listened. I'm happy.
He does.
Yeah, I'm happy he listened. I guess if enough people keep saying the same thing.
Well, I think the choice is listen and be able to go to the beach, or not listen and end up in the hospital.
Exactly. And get all your friends mad at you. All right, guys. Good luck. Oh, I have seen nothing. No dolphins this morning. Nothing. No.
Whole week I've been seeing dolphins.
Yeah, you seen? I saw them yesterday. I got a great look at
Yesterday,
one,
before that,
but nothing yet this morning.
Surprised because I see the fish jumping.
I know, and it's nice and flat too, so they're gonna be easy to spot.
it was usually by your area too, down more. I see.
Yeah. All right. Well, send them my way if you see them. See you later. I wonder where Dexter is. That was Rich and Maria, our friends Rich and Maria. They join Roy and at first watch once in a while. And they've taken Roy out to lunches and more wonderful people here. More wonderful people. Good morning. There are so many great people that have come together through these beach walks. It just amazes me. So many good people. So many good people keeping an eye on our friend Roy. That just amazes me. Let's see if I can see these pelicans coming by here. Where'd they go? Darn it, there's a big flight of them. And the sun's just blinding me. Blinding me. There was a group of them came overhead and I couldn't see the camera at all because of the sun. All flying down to the south. I cannot see. The sun's just blinding me coming in from the side. There's probably what's left of a boat wake. It's funny how long it takes for the waves to come to shore when the boats pass by. But it was nice and calm, and then you get these little set of waves, and then it calms down again. It's kind of neat. Something jumping around out here in the water. Something chasing after the fish. There's a lot of snook out here. Snook and even sharks. We got sharks out here. Not too big of ones yet. The bigger sharks are usually up towards the end of the beach, where you're not supposed to be swimming. They're actually trying to discourage shark fishing. See them fish jumping right there? They're just going nuts. Something's chasing after them. Some bigger fish is making its way along the beach here, chasing after the little ones. Good morning. Well, no new sea turtle nest to report on today, unfortunately. Maybe tomorrow. Sorry about that interruption. Just getting a couple photos here. Just gonna walk up to the dead trees here and turn around and head back down to Roy. No, a lot of times there's an osprey up here, but I don't see one in this tree either. Boy, remember the other night when I came out here for sunset? Whoops, just knocked the camera, sorry. When I came out here for sunset, the tide was so far out, it was dry land all around this tree here. All around these trees was dry land the other night at low tide. Maybe that'll happen again this morning at low tide, but it's still quite a few hours away. Well, let's turn around and make our way back down the beach. So if you're just tuning in, no new sea turtle nests this morning. Still holding at 52 now, 52. One more hatched last night, nest number 10 hatched. So that's good news. Those of you that are new here, if you notice in the comments, you'll see next to people's names a little badge with the word supporter. Those are the people that are helping to make these beach walks possible, the supporters of Southwest Florida Television, which is really me. That's all Southwest Florida Television is, just a Facebook page that I set up. And those are the folks that believe in what I'm doing and help make these beach walks possible. So if you enjoy these walks, especially if you want to see them continue, I really hope that you become a supporter of Southwest Florida Television. And those that are supporters, thank you so much. The water is absolutely gorgeous up here. Nice and clear. Really calm. Was really hoping to see a dolphin here this morning. Just being so flat, so easy to spot them out here. But no luck. Not yet, anyways. Hey, in the description of this post, you're going to find a couple of links. One of those links is to my PayPal account. The reason I put that there, it's just in case any of you like what you see and you're feeling generous. Some of us are more financially blessed than others. But if you like what you see and you want to send a little tip, that's what that link is for, that PayPal link. I appreciate those of you that have sent something. Like I said, every dollar counts, especially now in the summertime. Things slow down for us here in Southwest Florida. Business definitely slows down. Our busy time of year is the winter months when everybody from up north comes down. So if you like what you see and you're feeling generous, you want to send a little thank you, a little tip, I appreciate it. You can do that using my PayPal. And thank you so much. You'll also see a link to our friend Astrid Lawrence's website, a great realtor here in Southwest Florida, a good friend. The Inn of Naples, a wonderful hotel if you're planning a vacation down here and need a place to stay, the Inn of Naples. A link to Nonstop Naples Facebook page. Check them out on Facebook. Give them a like and a follow. Download their free app, Nonstop Naples. Also a link to those magnificent Roy Hazy coffee mugs. you gotta have at least one. There's 4 different ones, 4 different designs, 2 different sizes. You gotta have at least one Roy Hazy coffee mug to drink your coffee in the mornings while we're taking our walks. We're gonna go catch up with Roy here in just a couple of minutes. I was hoping the sun would pop back out here. Wanted to snap off a photo here while I was standing out in the water, but it looks like it's some little thin clouds have moved in front of the sun. Got these little high, thin, wispy clouds up here. It might come out. I love standing out here in the water. The water's just below my knees where I'm at. I see somebody walking up the beach here. Maybe it's Dexter. Haven't checked in with him yet this morning. See how Vanderbilt's doing with sea turtles. If they had any new nests that he noticed this morning. There are so many fish in the water. These little fish, they're just about an inch, between an inch and 2 inches in length. Little tiny ones. Well, they're just surrounding me. It's just too dark. I'm sure it's too dark to see them swimming around down here. They're darting around pretty fast. It's really hard to follow them. It's easier just to hold the camera still and let them come to me. Now, of course, they all swim away. Of course, they swim away when I point the camera down at them. This is the north end, the very north end of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park, which is in North Naples, Florida. It's almost on the county line. Just up ahead, just past this big tree, there's an inlet up here. Right up in here, that's Wiggins Pass, part of the namesake of the park, Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. The pass is right up here. Then on the other side is this beach here, which is Barefoot Beach Preserve, another beautiful beach. That's run by the county. This is a state park here at Delnor-Wiggins. Well, that sun's trying to peek out, but it's just not doing it. Well, I'm gonna mosey on down the beach. Time to go visit our friend Roy. Go see Roy and anybody else who might be up there with him. Well, I don't think that was Dexter walking up the beach. Oh, did you see that pelican just dive into the water there? That was neat. One of our brown pelicans. And off it goes. Boom. Another dive. Definitely a blue morning this morning. Definitely a blue morning. Sometimes I'll be out here and the water will be that turquoise green, that emerald green color. This morning it's definitely picking up the blue from the sky. It's all blue this morning. The Saturday morning blues. Just gorgeous though. Absolutely gorgeous. See if I can zoom in, if I can find the moon here in the camera. It's up there somewhere. There it is. It's pretty faint. Pretty faint, but there's the moon up there. Up. Come on, camera. I don't know why. There it goes. Up. Focus. That's the best it's gonna do. But you can see it. You get the idea. Why does it keep jumping out of focus? I have no idea. Weird. It's really faint in the sky right now. Yeah, Ursula, sorry about that. I had to moon you. Well, let's go see what Daddy-O's doing up here on the beach. Hopefully Roy will have his harmonica there and get a couple little tunes from him today, and maybe some words of wisdom, some advice from him. One last peek out here, see if there's any dolphins making their way down the beach, and I do not see any. I don't know where they're hiding this morning. Well, let's go check in on Roy. For those of you that are new to these beach walks, Roy's 94 years old. He really doesn't remember how long he's been coming out here to the beach, but it's been a while. I'm sure it's been over 20 years. He was in the United States Navy. He was in World War II and in the Korean War. He was a communications officer. But he's always got a smile on his face. Always happy to see us in the morning. He's from Wisconsin. A lot of people ask where he's from. I believe it's Madison, where he's from.
Hey Rob, how you doing?
I am doing wonderful.
Good day for walking, isn't it?
It was a nice morning.
Yeah, beautiful morning.
It was quiet.
Yeah.
Very quiet. I didn't see really much of anything.
Oh, the tint in the sky was fantastic, wasn't it?
Did you see a tint?
Oh, did I see? There was red in the eastern sky.
Really?
Really red, low down by the trees.
Ah,
And then there was little clouds over there were tinted, and there were rays.
I saw those rays. That I didn't see the red out there to the east.
Yeah, it was down low in the trees, but boy,
Darn.
it was red. Really bright red. So
Well.
it was quite a morning.
I didn't see any dolphins on my walk.
No, I didn't either.
No manatees, no
Saw
dolphins.
one dolphin yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw a couple yesterday. One real briefly further offshore, and then one a little closer. But
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
This morning was really quiet. Just some birds and a
Yeah.
couple people,
Yeah.
Rich and Maria. And
Yeah, not even too many people. When I
No.
took my walk, there wasn't anybody.
no, it's really quiet this morning.
Yeah, Dave came around a little bit ago.
Oh, is he working?
Yeah, he's
I'm
working.
sorry I missed him. Oh, so you got any good advice for us today? Our
Oh,
Saturday,
that's right. You were going to ask me for advice.
our Saturday morning advice.
I haven't dreamed up any.
Uh-oh. People are hanging on to the edge of their chairs here.
Well, we talked about partnership yesterday, didn't we?
Well, partnership, we talked about home. We've talked about
Home, that was it.
home yesterday. And
Home, yeah. Home by the hearth,
yeah, there you go.
by the fire.
Yeah, we don't need a fire down here.
No, but it's nice to have a hearth.
It is. Something about sitting in front of that fireplace,
Isn't
isn't
that
it?
right?
Just warms the
Boy, We
soul.
used to do that, yeah, back in Wisconsin. That was a fun time.
Boy, up where my sister lives, up in Rhode Island,
Yeah.
She said it might be 100 degrees up there today.
Really?
Yeah. Unbelievable, isn't that?
How was your trip?
Oh, it was great. It was good. It was fun.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. I got, just getting to see my sister. That's a treat.
Yeah.
And getting to see go do sightseeing. Some sightseeing. That's always fun.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that good syrup you got for me.
Well, that's the real deal there. Right from the Vermont.
Yeah.
Right from the maple trees.
My gosh.
That's that good. It's that good dark syrup too.
Oh boy. Oh
So,
man.
A little bit goes a long way with that stuff.
Yeah, that'll be great. You gonna join us at First Watch?
Well, I'll see if I can make it tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna. After I had those blueberry pancakes up north, I don't know if I'm gonna like the ones down here anymore.
Oh, they're great. So yeah, Dave's coming, and
Oh, Dave's gonna come.
yeah, and Kim is gonna be there.
Kim's gonna make it.
Yeah, Kentucky Kim.
Nice.
So it'll be a nice group.
I thought I'd see Kim out here this morning.
Yeah, I don't know why she's not here.
No Ursula, no Kim.
No, Kim was here yesterday. Well, we all had a big walk together yesterday.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
Nice. It's always fun walking the beach with friends.
that's for sure.
I'm never alone though. I've got hundreds of people walking along with me here. I feel like they're walking with me.
Oh, it's nice. You create a lot of wonderful sociability with that gadget.
The gadget. Well, there's some really good people out there following us, Roy.
Yeah,
Really
they
good
are
people.
Delightful people.
I mean, the comments they make here and the cards. I mean, occasionally they'll send cards. We
Oh,
get
yeah,
cards from
they
them.
are, yeah, very nice cards.
The people that are here, gosh, they take you out to breakfast sometimes. They're just so kind.
Yeah,
They're so kind.
Delightful people, everybody.
I was telling
Oh.
them earlier anybody's welcome to join you on your Sunday mornings there, or Sunday afternoons at First Watch. Anybody that wants to come by and have blueberry pancakes with you.
Oh, it's a good time.
You gonna do it at 2:00 tomorrow, same time?
About 1:30, I think.
You gonna move it up a little bit?
Yeah.
1:30 tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah.
First Watch up in North
Yeah,
Naples.
Kim is going to be there, and Dave's going to be there. So we'll have a good time.
It's probably a little quieter in there this time of year now, huh? It's probably
Yeah, a little bit.
starting
that's
to
for sure. But
slow
you
down.
still get a pretty good group there.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I can't imagine what's going to happen to them on the 19th. January 19th. That's a Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start here at the beach with our party, and then we'll all go to First Watch.
Whoa.
We'll storm First Watch. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. But we're all going to meet here, I guess, aren't we?
Yeah. I figured. I put on the Facebook there I made like an event, set up an event so people can let us know if they're coming. If they, I said we'll start at 8:30. Just start showing up at 8:30 and.
Oh, 8:30 in the morning?
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
That way they can walk with me a little bit if they want to walk the beach, or they can
Yeah.
come earlier. They can come when the gates open at 7:30 if they want and walk the
Well,
beach
I'll
with
be
me.
Here taking my walk, and
We'll be here.
Huh?
I said you and I will be here way before that.
Is it a potluck? Everybody bring
Yep.
something?
Everybody bring something to share.
Oh boy.
Bring your own drinks.
Oh, there should be a lot
No
of
poison.
a lot of chowder.
No poison allowed.
No
You
poison.
cannot consume poison in the park.
Good. Well, you can possess it, but you can't,
You can't
consume it.
consume it. What's the point there? You can bring your dogs, and if you want to bring your dog along, you can bring your dogs. They just can't go out on the beach. They have to stay back here by the picnic tables.
Yeah, I
People
guess
with
that's
dogs.
right.
Yep. So anybody with a pet, bring your kids. If you got kids, bring your kids along. Bring grandma along.
Yeah, it's a wonderful convivial time down here. It's so beautiful.
It's a wonderful what time?
Beautiful. Blue sea.
What was that word? Convivial?
Yeah,
Convivial.
convivial.
That's a good word. What does that mean?
I have no idea. It sounded appropriate.
Convivial. That caught me off guard there.
It sounded appropriate for the situation.
Me and two of my friends, for a while, we were doing a word of the day, just going through the dictionary and finding some crazy word, and
Yeah.
we gave up on that after about 2 weeks.
A lot of interesting words.
Oh, there are some words that I don't even know why they even invented some of them, why they came up with some of them.
Like concatenated cogency. Don't forget that.
There's words that mean absolutely nothing. They're just, the definition means nothing. There's some crazy words out there.
Well, you got to ask the attorneys. Attorneys have
That's who developed the word, the legal system, the lawyers and the yeah, some of those words. Oh boy. Well, how about a little harmonica music? What you reading?
Oh, it's really good. It's about building the Hoover Dam.
Colossus.
Yeah.
Colossus.
Boy, the big Colorado River
That
Dam.
was quite a project.
Oh, was it ever?
Man, I've never driven across that. Have you ever been out there?
I can't remember. I think I was many, many years ago.
That is one big dam.
Yeah, a lot of guys got killed in the process.
Yeah.
They were just the part I'm reading. They're building these tunnels that go around the dam,
Uh-huh.
and the guys that got killed when they're blasting the dynamite, blasting in the tunnels. And, oh my!
I mean, when was that built? When did they start that?
It was back in Depression years. It was a project to help out in the Depression back in 1933, I think it was.
Man.
33.
And how many years did it take?
I think about 8 or 9 years.
Wow.
Something like that.
8 or 9 years.
Yeah. Or maybe 6 years, I'm not sure.
I mean, just holding the water back while they built that. I mean, how did they do that?
Well, they had diversion tunnels where they diverted the river around the dam.
Ah, that makes sense.
Quite an operation.
I'm surprised you weren't there supervising.
I would have liked to have been. I offered my services when they expanded the Panama Canal,
Uh-huh.
but I never did hear.
They never responded?
I sent them a letter.
They didn't even reply?
Well, I forget who I mailed it to.
The president?
Chamber of
The
Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce of the Panama?
Yeah. Maybe they couldn't speak English. I don't know.
Oh, Roy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I told them I was a registered professional engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's only in Wisconsin. The Panama Canal isn't in Wisconsin, is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, well, then I couldn't have.
Well, that was, who built, was that the Army Corps of Engineers that built that? Or was that?
I know America built it. There was a lot of different countries tried. France tried to begin with. They had different spots they wanted to do it, but have you ever been through there on a boat?
Never.
Oh, it's quite an operation.
I heard it's quite the trip.
Oh, it was quite a thrill. They got that big lake you go to in the middle of it too. And boy, the boat fit in. There was about this much clearance between the side of the boat and the side of the canal.
Huh. I know these bigger ships now. I don't know how they make it.
I think they're enlarging the canal.
Are they making it wider?
Yeah.
I would imagine, because some of these ships, these passenger ships now, are bigger than aircraft carriers.
They're gargantuan.
Yeah.
Don't they have a few thousand people on board?
4,000.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Just think of the chow they got to put aboard to feed them.
The fuel, the food, man.
It's like a city.
It is. Under those ships, it is a city. They actually have, like, I did a video for one of the cruise lines one time, and it was an employee training video, and underneath the ships, they're like roads. They drive little electric cars under there, big carts and everything, hauling the food back and forth, and forklifts, and there's actually little traffic lights at the intersections at them.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Now, this is in the ship.
In the bottom of the ship, yeah.
Inside the ship?
Inside, yeah, in the bottom of the ship. It was unbelievable.
You're kidding.
Yeah. It was just incredible. It was Norwegian Cruise Lines, and this was many years ago. Now the ships are way bigger than they were then. But yeah, there was actually like a red and green light at some of the little intersections where these little, just they're wooden, but they're just like electric vehicles. They're riding around under there, moving.
You know, when I took a little cruise, of course, it wasn't that big of a ship. what was interesting is see them load at the dock.
Oh yeah.
I watch them load, and they have these big vehicles that straddle. They straddle the big bin, and they would
Yep.
raise it up. I think 2 or 3 at a time. And they go into the ship. Boy, they don't waste any time. They really tear around on those
That's
things.
something. Those big cargo ships are amazing.
Yeah.
And those big oil tankers. Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Yep. How would you like to be captain on one of those big
I
ships?
love it. I absolutely love it.
Just
Man.
to stand behind there and take control of
What
a
a good
ship that
time.
size.
Yeah. Have to be sure you didn't run aground.
I mean, docking those is just amazing. The way they bring them into port and dock.
Oh, and the tugs. I love watching those tugs.
Yep.
They dash around those little guys, and they can really push. They got
Oh
some
yeah.
big engines in those guys.
Those are something else.
And then the pilot, they race out with a little pilot boat, and the pilot, he jumps aboard.
Yep. Takes over the ship.
Yeah.
That is
The whole
amazing.
operation
Yep.
is
It
really
is just
something.
amazing when you think about it.
Yeah, that's really something.
All the different thrusters they have on the boats, the ships.
Oh, yeah, they got bow thrusters. They push it over sideways.
Yep. I mean, it's amazing.
It's all developed from the old days with the old wooden schooners, huh?
Yep. Boy, when we were up in Boston, we went on the old Constitution, the old sailing ship, the battleship Constitution.
Yeah, I think
That
I've been
was
on board that.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
The way those guys lived. They had, each cannon had anywhere from 9 to 14 guys operating each cannon.
Really?
Yeah. And they're huge, and they're iron, and they have to pull them back, to load them. They pull them back into the
Yeah.
ship, load them, push them back through the holes.
Yeah, you have to tamp everything
Yep.
from the end of the barrel.
I mean, and it took at least 9 guys to move them back and
How
forth.
about that?
And there was, I forget how many guns there were. I mean, there was,
The fuse.
yeah. And I can't imagine. Those guys must have gone deaf on those
The
things.
ship I had the biggest cannons ever fired in the history
Those
of
were
the
the
world.
16 inchers.
Yeah, the Japs made 18 inches, but they never shot them off, I guess.
There was a destroyer up there that you could go on to, an old Navy destroyer
Yeah.
in Boston there at the wharf, but it only had 5.5-inch guns. I say, oh, these are a joke compared to what Roy's
These
ship
guns are
had.
so big a guy can crawl down the barrel.
A little guy.
Yeah, 16 inch.
I'd hate to get stuck in there, have to get
And you
shot
could-
out.
You could see the shells go. They were so huge.
I can imagine. That's
Just
big.
Quick flip, and you see the flick out there.
Now, is that 16 inches in diameter or circumference?
Yeah.
Diameter.
Diameter.
16 inches in diameter. Yeah, that's huge. A little guy could easily crawl down in there.
Oh yeah.
And they could have shot them onto shore. Just put the guys in there and shot them up onto the beach.
They get there in a big hurry, wouldn't they?
Remember the old circus where the guy would climb into the big cannon and they'd shoot him across into
Shot out
the
of the
net?
cannon.
You never saw that?
Yeah, I think that was something. Then they used to go on the high wire too.
Oh yeah, the old the
Across the whole
trapeze and
stadium.
the high wire, the balancing axe. Some of those, I mean,
And of course you got to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel. That's
oh
important.
absolutely. Is that on your bucket list?
I think it's illegal. Otherwise I'd go.
Oh, okay. You've never broken the rules. I know.
But you know, you're all locked in that barrel. I don't know. You can't see anything anyway. All it is a big drop.
Could you imagine those people, why they did that?
I don't know.
Some of them died. I
They,
mean,
they did, huh?
yeah, some did. Well, quite a
The
few of them, I
barrel-
think,
the barrel
died.
leak or something.
I think so. I think they drowned.
Huh.
But yeah,
Maybe they got unclamped the thing.
I don't know when the last time somebody's attempted to do it is. I mean, there's always somebody trying to do something crazy, jumping off the buildings with parachutes now. That's the big thing. They climb up on these big skyscrapers and jump off with a parachute.
Wouldn't the parachute get tangled along
No.
by the building?
Nope.
Maybe if you had a good wind.
And then the cops are waiting for them when they land.
Oh, really?
Yep, usually that's the case. And the cops are there waiting
It's
for them.
illegal, huh?
Oh yeah. Yep.
How about that?
But that's a big thing. Anything for a thrill. There's a lot of thrill seekers out here.
Well, I still gotta jump out of an airplane. That's on the agenda.
With a parachute.
Well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah, as long as you have a parachute and not a backpack.
I guess you're strapped to some big husky guy, and
Yep.
he takes the brunt when you land.
Yeah, I don't know if, I'm sure there's females that do it too, that, you know, or the instructor or whatever. Yep, you are definitely attached to somebody else.
I think that'll help when you land.
It
I
does.
understand you raise your legs up and they land on their legs so you don't bam into the earth,
Yep.
which is nice.
Bam into the earth. I wouldn't want to bam into the earth.
No, you just hope your parachute opens properly. But our neighbor next door, he had a hobby jumping out of the airplanes, and his main chute didn't open, and he pulled out an emergency chute, and it opened kind of partially. It tangled up with the other chute that wasn't open.
Wow.
And he landed in a tree pretty hard, got all cracked up.
It's amazing he lived.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was worth living, but it's hard to say until you're in that position.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah. Well, how about a little music here?
Oh,
How about a little harmonica music for us?
music is always fun.
Music is always good for the soul. Music soothes the soul. That's what it says on your mug.
Oh, I have a mug.
You have a mug that says that, one of your coffee mugs.
Let's see. Hey, this looks like a harmonica.
Oh, look at there, Roy. Look at out there, sun.
What's happening?
Look at the sun out there on the beach. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, it's coming along good.
Absolutely beautiful out there. Some people actually out in the water. Nice. Sounds like is it clogged up?
Yeah, it sounds a little clogged up, doesn't it?
It sounds like you're really having to huff and puff on it, blow hard.
It isn't blowing through like it should.
Huh, I wonder what caused that.
I don't know.
I wonder what got in there now.
Maybe if I play on these reeds. No, they don't work too well.
Huh. Nice. Oh, whew, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is. Drumming on the old banjo.
Well, 2 more songs.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know, ho, ho, ho. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Drumming on the old banjo, keep singing. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, ho, ho, ho. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Drumming on the old banjo.
A little Tarzan there. A little Tarzan singing there. Do your Tarzan
A
yell.
little bit of high note there.
Can you do?
Oh, old Johnny Weissmuller picking up Jane and swinging
swinging the
on
vine.
the vine. The original Tarzan movie.
Yeah, those were something else. Those were great. I remember watching those as a kid.
Johnny
They were
Weissmuller
something.
with all those big muscles.
Oh yeah, Umgawa, Simba. He had all that.
What a time.
Yep.
Didn't he have a friendly chimpanzee?
Yep.
too?
Cheetah. Cheetah the chimp. Yep.
Yeah.
That was something else.
Oh my.
The good old days.
Yeah, he took care of all the bad guys.
He sure did. And the alligators. He would always stab an alligator to death in the movie, in the show.
I guess
He'd always wrestle an alligator and stab
alligators
it.
were lurking around
Yep.
in the jungle, yeah. But
Oh,
he always saved Jane. No
always.
question about that.
Jane and Boy, their
Oh,
son,
Boy.
Boy.
Yeah. Boy, too, that's right.
Boy just came from out of the blue.
Boy, you remember all those things.
Oh my gosh, that was a big thing when I was a kid.
I know it.
We actually used to go to the movie theater to watch the Tarzan movies.
I know it. They were the first movies there were.
That was something else.
Yeah, you had to pay a nickel to get in.
It was a little more than that when I was a kid, but not much
Remember,
more.
and you'd sit out front, there'd be all that stale popcorn
Yeah.
all falling on the floor. And
Chewing gum under the seats.
everything. That's right.
Oh man.
Back in the good old days.
Yep. How about Silvery Moon? Silvery Moon. Ba-da-da. Nice. And one more, our theme song, then I gotta roll on. I gotta move on.
What's our theme song?
You are my sunshine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love it. All right. Well, you have a wonderful morning.
You too, Rob.
And
Always great seeing you.
I'll see you
man.
out here same time tomorrow.
Yeah, look forward to
As
it.
long as we're not having a tornado or a hurricane or something.
Same time, same station.
You got that right.
Yeah, 1:30, we're off to the blueberry pancake.
Off for the blueberry pancakes. Sounds good. All right. Tally ho.
Tally ho!
Have a wonderful day.
Great seeing you, Rob.
Same here, Roy. God bless.
Yeah, thanks for the maple syrup.
Oh, my pleasure. And
Join us tomorrow when we use it.
yep, you can give a report on if it's any good. You can report back.
It'll be great.
All right, Roy. I'll see you later.
Take care.
Give everybody a quick look here at the beach one more time before signing off. Just absolutely gorgeous. The sun has popped out. Absolutely beautiful. Another beautiful Saturday morning in Southwest Florida. in North Naples, Florida, at Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park. Thank you for tuning in. Please, please tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television and invite them to join us for our morning beach walks. If you're watching a replay of this video on YouTube, you're missing half the fun. You're missing all the fun by not watching live on Facebook. You're missing all of the wonderful comments. I strongly encourage you to watch on Facebook. I guarantee you're gonna make some new, wonderful friends. One last look at the water here. If you like what you see and you're feeling generous, and if you want to send a little tip, a little thank you, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. Every dollar counts. I really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't become a supporter, please consider becoming a supporter of Southwest Florida Television. It's because of those people that you're able to watch these beach walks in the morning. I have a nice little group of supporters, but that group really needs to grow here if I'm going to continue to do these beach walks. So do consider becoming a supporter. And again, if you want to send a little thank you, a little tip, a little token of appreciation, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. Look at that beautiful water. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow morning. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.